What's going on, guys? Welcome to another rideshare vlog. We're doing rideshare out in LA on Uber and Lyft in a Tesla. You can see with the glorious white seats. Let's see what I've made so far. It is now 5:19, so I've been off the W2 for an hour and 19 minutes. We are still in a period where we can take advantage of Lyft and getting points for the day, because that ends at 6 o'clock every weekday, I think. So, but we're not focusing on that. We're trying to make the most profit off of the rides as possible. And so far, the rides have been extremely poor on Uber. Uber has set new records for having bad rides. Today, I've only accepted comfort rides from Uber. And so we have 2 comfort rides in for $25.61. I don't think I have anything on Lyft so far. So nothing on Lyft. Didn't end up getting up early today like I had talked about yesterday, which I haven't even uploaded that video yet. Hey, don't rush me. No, but seriously, I need to upload that. I actually planned on uploading that earlier, but I got busy at the W2. So right now we are sitting, I think, in Silmar, if not the foothills. And I mean, just gorgeous areas, some really big houses and whatnot. Let me see if I can, but look at that. Just a really nice, cool neighborhood. And I think I'm in trouble because I see a really juicy ride. I'm gonna accept this. But we have a problem. I decided to stop and update my car. So I'm gonna hope I can put this thing in drive because I want this ride. Let's see what happens. Now keep in mind, it already said don't try to drive while it's doing this, the update. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, I want this ride. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'll see you guys in a bit. So my car is still finishing that update as we speak. It's at about 60%, but it's hanging there. I'm really hoping it finishes. I did message the customer and let them know that I was on my way. So we'll see if she holds on, or I think it's a she, but whatever. They have flowers, like these yellow flowers on their account profile, so I'm assuming. Yeah, this is wild. It's a little stressful because I really want to catch that ride. That $55 is sweet. Like I said, the last 2 rides were comfort rides on Uber, and the second ride was really interesting because, well, the first ride was interesting too. Let's go with the first ride. The second ride was pretty good, pretty funny. The first ride was interesting because I got 2 younger people. You get those comfort teen offers and whatnot, but so it was 2 teenagers talking about culmination and graduation, the difference between the two. Now, I was told that the difference between graduation and culmination is that basically nothing up until high school is a graduation. Those are all culminations, in order for you to make it to the next, studying, study level, like how the separation between high school and college, for example. So you graduate when you get your diploma at the end of high school. At least that's what I was told. I don't know if that's true. Teachers or anybody, let me know down in the comment section, what the correct separation between culmination and graduation is, because you have all these different ceremonies and and people keep saying graduate, graduate, graduate. They were talking about doing these different art pieces for different teachers and not showing up to school, and whether or not they were going to actually be able to graduate, saying that graduation is actually being on stage to receive your diploma in comparison to just finishing out your grade. So yeah, that actually, I'm getting a message. One second. All right, I'm back. So they started talking about different art classes, different classes, and a few different pieces that had to be done for projects, art. Was it 6 or 7 principles of art? One of them being lines and create images, or to sculpt some, making Hello Kitty, or drawing Hello Kitty, but drawing it square to represent girl was like, "Oh yeah, I bet you'd be really impressed. It looked amazing." And then the guy's like, "Nah, I don't think so." Da 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 da. Anyway, I dropped them off. They were polite, respectful in my car. That's all I can really ask for. Yeah, I'm gonna have to voice over this part. Apparently, when I talk or when people are making messages on the Zello app, now since I made my headset part of, well, I use it with the app, it seems like my audio gets cut out. Basically, here I was just talking about how my second ride, the passenger gets in and is like peeking through the door while on the phone asking if I'm her driver, basically. And I was like, well, the first thing you say when you get into my car is hello. And it's just frustrating when you know what my name is, you know what color my car is, what my car is, and you have my license plate, you have a picture of me, so 5 different things. And then I basically only have your name. You should introduce yourself first, and then I'll introduce myself. We'll both know that we are meeting with the person that we're looking for, so I can give you the ride and you can be my passenger. And then basically, I was surprised from there. The ride actually went pretty well. We had a good conversation after because I was thinking, oh, great, I said something contradictory to a passenger, so they're gonna definitely give me a 1 star. But no, I had been up in the area previously and we had a pretty good conversation, so it'd be nice if I get a tip out of that. What's going on, guys? So I ended up closing out my night early, so I pretty much have the same amount. I don't know if you heard that, but okay. So I ended up closing out my night early, and let's see. So I have zero on Lyft, and it's 7:40 right now. So zero on Lyft, and $25.61 on Uber. I had those two interesting rides. I'm gonna have to go back through my footage and see if I told both stories. Because the first one, I had the two teens, and then oh yeah, I did tell both stories. So no need to recap that, but decided to call it early. Didn't end up doing that $55 ride. It was just taking way too long. She eventually said if it's only going to take another 5 minutes, then that's fine. But by that time, she had already responded to a message that was 3 minutes old, and it was just like too much time was stacking up. I could have kept letting it sit, but I didn't want to keep her waiting for me. I thought maybe the update would happen quicker, which just tells me from now on when I'm doing the updates, wait until I get home, or preferably I would have already did it at the school, but I didn't get a notification saying that an update was ready for my car. So I was like, normally I get the update. I get the notification, and then I go in, start my update. I don't even have to worry about it. So it's unfortunate that I can't have it automatic for times when I normally am not driving the car. It just is what it is. So ended up knocking, so I finished the update, went to go charge. Unfortunately, and maybe this is just because the last few days have been extremely hot, my battery, it says at 80%, I only have like 200 miles. So maybe I might have to go to Tesla again and try to say that my battery capacity is much lower than it's supposed to be. But then again, we had a few hot days and I had to charge a bunch and run the AC like crazy. So maybe I'll give it a few days and see if the numbers come back up. But so far, it's not looking good, at least on that front. And I definitely don't want to spend 10 grand on a battery, but I still have the 120,000 mile drivertrain and battery warranty. So hopefully, but of course, it's all up to whether they think that it's something that's like out of my control, but either a manufacturer error or some kind of damage that basically wasn't my fault. So who knows? That warranties are a tricky thing, and whether they decide that it's covered or not, that's a whole different thing. So besides that, I'm gonna go inside. Buddha did a pretty cool live. Him, what was it? Silver Fox, Nick was on there. Scott was talking for a bit. The chat, everything was pretty cool. So I'm really liking his live streams. They're pretty fun, and he had actually prepared questions and whatnot that he wanted to go into, but really didn't get a chance to dig it too deep. I tried to go in there, but operating from my phone, it just kept kicking me out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to be home. So I got home, but by the time I parked right over there. By the time I parked, they were already he was going to dinner. So I'm gonna try to go inside and go live.